music on. Hold on. I want to see that dance you did again.
Yeah, come on, let's sing.
I don't even know what I'm going to do. What?
It's like this thing.
Come
Come on, get up and dance with her.
Hey, I'm trying to live it along.
You conquered.
Do you know who I am?
No. Miles.
Oh.
Miles. Yeah, Miles. The fifth king.
Not today.
Yeah, the fifth king. So I'm assuming the handsome other brother died too.
Miles? Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Are you talking about that guy that was in the back who did all the games yesterday?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Is that the guy?
I think
He is handsome, isn't he?
Tomorrow.
He is one handsome young man.
I'm talking about.
But I am not him.
The king.
My
A
name.
decade ago, there was a king. Named. He had a twin brother. He had a twin brother. Yeah.
That sounds like a soap opera.
He had a twin brother.
No.
Pastor Jim. Yeah. He said he had a handsomer twin
Yeah,
brother.
but Pastor Jim doesn't have a beard.
He has a mustache like you. Yeah, he has a mustache.
That's true. That's true. And strangely, it feels as if we're related in some type of way. Perhaps. But no, my name is Magnus Passager the Fifth. Yes. No, not the third. That's like a cousin of mine. Twice removed. No, the fifth. It just so happens that it has to be the fifth day of VBS. But it's okay. So, if you wouldn't mind coming down here. Down there you go. That's good stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so what have we been learning about lately?
The belt of truth.
You want to go through them all?
Oh yeah, sorry. The breastplate of faith. What's your head? The breast.
Wait a minute, time out. Why don't you sit on your bottoms? Thank you. This way you can pay attention a little bit better. Okay. The belt of truth.
The shield of faith.
The shield of faith.
Say it. What is it? The gospel. Shoes of peace. The breastplate of righteousness. Oh, helmet of salvation. Sword of the spirit.
Ah, but you haven't gotten there quite yet today.
Oh.
So, that is what we're going to learn about today. So the first one we're going to work on is salvation. The helmet of salvation. Because that's how I talk.
British. British Times.
How dare you? No, my people hail from Ireland. Oh, thank you.
Oh, Ireland. My fingers now.
Anywho,
My fingers.
what is salvation? Whoa. Pardon you, young lady.
You're sixth grader.
Okay, Miss Sixth Grader.
I will be in 7th.
Whoa. Moving right up in the world.
So she's
So
in
what
6th.
should it be?
What does salvation mean? What's it sound like? It sounds like
sixth grade.
salvation. It's kind of like saving. It's your salvation. It's your harbor. That's how you get saved.
Yeah, I hear that in the military. When we're talking about military, I hear a lot about salvation. You sound like a
Okay. Yeah, but I think you're talking about the Salvation Army, and that's not quite the same thing. Those are the people that are outside ringing the bells at Christmas time. Not quite the same as what I'm talking about. They do give people food and clothes, and in a way, it's a salvation to those people. But the salvation that I'm talking about is the one that Jesus Christ, the only God, is able to provide. Now, does anyone know what sin is? Miss Candace, when you do the wrong thing, something tells me you probably do that often, don't you? No, I'm just kidding. You're a really good girl, aren't you? No? Yes? Perhaps? Okay. So let's think about some of the bad things we do. What is some of the bad things you do? It's okay, your parents aren't here.
Yes, my parents are here.
Well, I'm asking her. Her parents aren't here.
Oh, okay.
What kind of bad things do you do? Rihanna is dying to tell you.
Yes.
Please, let me say my bad things. What kind of bad things do you do?
I used to steal cookies.
Oh, you steal cookies? Oh,
Evil. Evil. Not good.
yes, young lady.
Hey, pro kids together.
You hit Well, that's kind of naughty, isn't it? No one would really want to be hit now, would they?
He didn't hear that. I don't think he heard that.
So,
I don't think he heard that.
see,
Did you
Those
hear
are
that,
all-
Dad?
those are all really good examples. Okay, well, did you have to do another one to add?
I usually like punch my dad.
Well, that's not nice. What did
No,
you do?
when we like play.
Oh, okay. But in reality, it's probably not a good
Yeah,
thing.
like soft.
Oh, softly. Well,
Yeah.
that's not too bad, I guess.
Yeah.
Sin is kind of like a stain. You ever wear a white T-shirt, need a chili dog or something?
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't see that you've eaten that chili dog. In fact, if I was wearing that white shirt, I would have to not eat all day for it to look white. So, sin is kind of like a stain. It's something we carry around with us. As soon as we do it, it wears on our body. All right, so we got two pictures here. What are these pictures of?
A
Yeah.
faceless boy.
They are a faceless boy with no shirt,
So
no pants, no underwear,
In
and
reality,
no face.
in reality, this could be any boy because he has no face.
On the bottom.
This is going to be somebody that has a face, but it's going to represent a girl and a boy. Okay.
And he
Now, they're relatively good kids, but let's say they did some stuff that you guys said they do. They hit their brother. So there's a little bit of sin. And this one over here stole some cookies, because the little boys always smell like dirt and cookies. So there's a little bit of sin that wears on them, Dottie. Okay, and no matter what they do, they continue to walk through life. And walking through life is a little bit hard. It gets tough, and it wears on your body. Maybe not as traumatic as like an earthquake, as if I'm simulating right now. But ultimately, when you iron it all out, what's still left?
crumbs.
Crumbs? What else?
Sickness still.
Why wouldn't you put this in a frame?
Because it's bad.
It's crumbly.
It's crumbly, it's ugly.
Yeah, that's what I was.
There's stains on it. It's not a perfect picture anymore.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about that is that when you have sin in your life, you have to get rid of it. Because God is righteous and He can't have any sin around Him at all. Well, I'm going to pick it up. Don't worry. But God can't have any sin around Him at all. And so, when you believe that Jesus Christ died on the cross for your sins, and you confess your sins to Him, and that you want to live your life for Christ, He restores you. He doesn't take an iron to the paper. And He doesn't do that thing that your mommy does and gets a rag and wipes your face. He makes you a new creation, as if there was no stains whatsoever. And that's what Jesus does for you. He died on the cross for your sins so you may have the salvation. And that's why we wear the helmet. The helmet is there to protect your brain. Knowing
Save you.
to save you, correct. So that you know that you